We continue with part 16 of our episode 5 series regarding the usual known felons that we find on the official platforms of media content, and of course we'll continue with Soundcloud, of course, again live and unedited. And while we wait the pages to load, I am going to remind the viewers that I am doing this episode 5 series with so many parts, not for you, the regular viewer, but as a disclaimer, as a reasoning for the wannabe lawyers that seem to crawl over the internet, posing in the name of their clients as victims, you know, of the type of criticizing that I do. Again, I am reminding the viewers of this channel that I allowed about 15 to 20 years for others to correct these problems that I am showing, these intentionate problems that seems to exist on these official platforms, you know, that actually make legal money, supposedly, on based on the traffic that they generate. This, as you see, this is a SoundCloud. This is not some ISO Hunt, I don't know, the Pirate Bay platform, you know, that promotes media content piracy. So we're going to continue with our examples, and of course we are going to have an example here like this Drupad user with a remix of a work under copyright standard license. And of course the user says that Hi Rama is a Bollywood song, of course sang by this Harithan G, and of course he boasts that he pumps it. No, Mr. Drupad, you do not own the work of Mr. Haritharan G, and when you relicense a work, a standard copyrighted work under a Creative Commons license, of course you commit a felony. Okay, Good. Let's go to the next example. Mr. Atul Bara. He seems to make covers of course, standard copyrighted songs. Let's see what he says in description. Well, of course, the Pela PR is a song from the movie Kabir Sikh from 2019, and I'm sure the film is not a Creative Commons license. Is not a Creative Commons licensed movie media work. Okay, so when you relicense a part of a standard copyrighted work without permission, and I'm sure this is relicensed without permission, you commit felony, Mr. Atul Bara. When you pay your license to those collective management organizations, of course you need to acquire the movie itself, I believe, in original form, and of course you can pay your licenses. And when you acquire a movie and you want to relicense, you need to make sure that you need to pay another extra license to the the collective management organization that deals specially with movies. Okay, not just the standard licenses to the collective to the basic collective management organizations that you need to pay to play music in public, but you also need the fourth license now paid to the association that deals with movie content, even if you use just the music. Okay, good. So Mr. Atul Bara, a felon because he relicenses a unpermitted media content into a free license such as the Creative Commons. If you wouldn't have relicensed it in to this license, this type of license, it wouldn't have been a problem. Because as you see, again I remind you, the Creative Commons license allows me to share, adapt, and of course nobody can revoke those freedoms from me as long as I follow the license terms, which is very different from the standard copyright license, in which the licensor has life and death rights over the work they own, and they can revoke your license based on whatever reason they think of. Let's go to the next example. Mr. DJ Sheikh, okay, Bollywood mashup. I am sure that he probably pays his usual collective management organizations licenses according to the Berne Convention that I'm sure he knows that his country is a signatory of. And the problem is, of course, that nobody cares if your friend's sister's wedding, is something special. I am sure that these hungry wolves that usually come for their tribute, for their paid tribute, don't care about that. And of course it is in their rights not to care. It's not a problem. But your problem, Mr. DJ Shake, is that you have relicensed these works in an infringing way. So you committed a felony here, which you normally, according to the law, you should have been imprisoned from 6 months to about 6 years, and you should pay a minimum fine of I believe $250,000, which I'm sure in your country you don't have. And I am sure that the equivalent in those rupees of yours is millions, and probably tens of millions. I don't know the exact currency rate, but I am sure it is a lot. Not only that, but you are putting in danger a community that does not wish any harm to you by relicensing these standard copyrighted media content under a free license such as the Creative Commons license. Again, I am saying that nobody is obligated, nobody is forced to license their work under this type of license. It is the principle, the very principle of this license is that the original author or the original authors, co-authors and so on, by their own accord, they release their work under one of these license types, such as the Creative Commons license. So DJ Shake or Shake, you are a felon, okay, because you relicensed a work under this Creative Commons license and you put us in danger. Let's go to the next example. Of course, Mr. Aromal here. Of course, let's see. Yes, they according to this picture here of this album picture, this content that they that Mr. Aromal posts is a standard copyrighted material, and Mr. Aromal not only illegally posts this work on an official platform such as Soundcloud, which should ban this person for life. He not only does that, he relicenses the work under a Creative Commons license. Of course, he tells us about the work, and from the description we clearly see that this is not his work. Getting back to the first example, to the previous example, Mr. Navneet N, which is of course an uneducated person from probably India, and it's not his fault. it's the state's fault that he is uneducated. He is sincerely and innocently asks, can I use this in my YouTube videos? No, you cannot, Mr. Navid N, because this is not his work. This is not DJ Sheikh's work, okay? Not one of them is under a Creative Commons license released by the original owner, because hey, we need to actually no, Manik Hyunjan, nice job, keep making more crazy ones. Yes, but stop relicensing them under a free license illegally, okay, Mr. DJ Shaikh, because these people have talent, they do good mixes, but if they would mix original Creative Commons released content, it would be outstanding, because as the remixers from other parts that I mentioned in these examples would do, as I said, you know, remix just the permitted media content, they would be outstanding DJs. And it's not a problem if they would remix you know, standard copyrighted content by their own accord either, if they wouldn't relicense it under a Creative Commons license, okay, when the original author does not even permit that remix in the first place. It wouldn't affect us, the free software community and the open source community. Let's go back to the example at hand. Yes, of course, Miss Binish Ali Khan. The song, of course, is outstandingly remixed, but again, if it's not Mr. Aromal's work in the first place, he is not allowed to even to post it, you know, on this platform or any platform, but by far he is definitely not allowed to relicense a work under a Creative Commons license, and this is clearly seen as malicious intent from these users, and of course malicious intent from SoundCloud employees themselves, and the SoundCloud shareholders, and SoundCloud employees and owners themselves, because they promote this type of illegal behavior on their in their company. Let's go to the next example, because we're done with this Aromal felon. Yes, he's a felon, I'm afraid. I don't like it. I'm just saying as it is from a legal point of view. Okay, Mr. O2SRK, of course, Bollywood dance mashup of course, standard copyrighted media content. He is not allowed to do it, and definitely he is not allowed to relicense it under a Creative Commons license. No, again, Mr. Navid N, you are not allowed to use an illegal work, you know, posted by these malicious users on your YouTube account, because you are going to get your account not only deleted but probably banished from the very existence of the space-time itself. Okay, Mr. DJ Drive's profile. Okay. let's go to the next felon, because here's the problem that SoundCloud actually now they obfuscate the users, you know, that post these malicious content on the SoundCloud platform, because once upon a time the name under the song was the name under the user, and now this does not happen anymore, and it is harder and harder to actually track which is the felon and which is the genuine user, be it Creative Commons licensor or standard copyright licensor. Let's go to the next example. Of course, another probably Bollywood song, I'm sure, released by Mr. Wasim Sid. I don't know what happens here, but if the song is not written by Mr. Wasim Sid, he definitely cannot relicense the song under a Creative Commons, and I am sure that Bob Team's deal, or whoever the band is, did not allow this person to actually repost their work on SoundCloud, of course, and especially it wouldn't be a care of mine or a care of the free software community or open source community if he wouldn't have committed the very felony of relicensing this work under a Creative Commons license. While SoundCloud, of course, just sits and continues to actively sabotage, being accomplices to sabotage of the free software community and open source community. Let's go to the next okay, let's go to the next felon. Of course, she extracted the lyrics of course, the song, the copyrighted song. Then she of course posted in the description of the post, of the illegal post that she did, and furthermore, this wouldn't be a problem of mine or sometimes even SoundCloud's, because I've heard that they actually pay some agreements with the giant studios that actually own probably 90 to 95% of these authors' works. But when you relicense standard copyrighted work under a Creative Commons license, that's intentional felony. So of course, Miss Ali Sheza the Coven, of course, she is a felon. Next, again, Bollywood meets chill out. Of course, Daisy Soundspace, original Bollywood track. Of course, let's see if this one is released under a Creative Commons. Of course, we complete version of the beautiful song. Of course, whoops, with the commercials. of course, this song is a standard copyrighted work. As you see, it's not released under a Creative Commons license. So of course this user here is not allowed to relicense the cover or the remix or whatever under a Creative Commons license, because they need to own or have an express agreement which should be copied and pasted in the description, so everybody actually sees the legal situation in which a work is an original standard copyrighted work is has its derivatives of course displayed in other works. So Mr. Desi Sound Space, of course, I don't know who they are, but they are a bunch of felons because they relicense work under a Creative Commons license without the proper rights. Let's go to the next user. Of course, we have something like Bollywood electronic hip hop beat produced by Basement Studios. Of course, we have Basement Studios production here. This seems to actually be a genuine production artist. Of course, he says that the song title is themed Bollywood. Of course, the style is experimental electronic hip hop. Of course, he has some technical details of the song, such as the BPM and the program in which it was made. Okay, this one actually seems to be a genuine producer. That's how it should be. When you license something under a free license such as the Creative Commons license. I hope again that Basement Studios does not use illegal samples. I hope he or they cleared the samples that they use in their releases. So this one seems to actually be a genuine SoundCloud user with genuine intentions on this platform. And the others, the felons, are not only endanger us, the listeners or the users of the content, but they endanger these actual genuine uploaders, genuine producers, because you can't see them because of the multitude of the rot, that you stumble upon. So let's go to the next example. Of course, Mr. Rupinder Singh 9, of course, Rang de Basanti theme song. Of course, all rights reserved to Mr. R. Rehman. Yes, but you are still a felon, Mr. Rupinder Singh, because you are not allowed to, of course, relicense the work under a Creative Commons. Of course, it is good that he says at least that, and we can at least passively watch out, for these illegal works. So we, the free software community and the open source community, do not use them unwillingly and mistakenly. Let's go to the next example. Mr. Rupinder Singh 9, you're a felon, by the way. Let's go to Mr. Gurav Daka Kongar. Of course, let's see what's this. This one is a mix of Tuje Dia or what, and hello Lionel Richie. We call this concept synchronicity. Okay, it's not a problem. Let's see the YouTube channel. Do we have? Oh, come on. Let's make sure. No, this is not a Creative Commons. This is not a Creative Commons licensed work. So of course, Mr. Gurav Dagaonkar is a felon. This track is my favorite song ever. Yes, but it is released by a felon, my dear user. I'm not even going to read the comments because it is heartbreaking to actually see these people being idolized unintentionally, because these users do not know the felony they do. So Mr. Gurav, whatever your name is, relicensing some works, you know, under standard copyright, under a Creative Commons license, is a felony. Let's go to the next example. Of course, Mr. Nitesh Sado Charan. DJ Needs. Okay. If it's his work, he has the right to relicense it. But if it's not his work, he has the right to display it again in public. If he pays his licenses, his public performance licenses that I mentioned in previous videos, but he still does not. He's still not allowed to relicense those works under a Creative Commons license if they are licensed under a standard copyright license. Of course, Mr. Rakul Venkit with two works. Of course, a Bollywood instrumental medley of Hum Ko Hami and Hino by Sylvia, okay, on violin. This seems to actually be a cover. Again, the problem and the felony is when you use other works. If Hum Ko Hami Se and Tum Hi Ho work are made by producers that abide to standard copyright license, of course you people are a bunch of felons, unintentional or intentional. If you knew this, you are intentional. If you didn't knew this, you are unintentional, and you should document yourselves about the copyright laws. So right now, whoever posted this, at least on the Soundcloud platform, is a felon. So Mr. Rahul Venkit, of course, is the felon here. Mr. Alvin Rosario, of course, he makes a cover of Vayu by Batin Karo. It's not a problem here. Okay, the cover music, it's not a problem. He actually gives us details about the work, which is good from a poster. Of course, I am sure Sony Music India did not give you the permission, and Vayu, I'm sure they didn't give you permission to, and of course you know that, because first you actually say no intention of copyright infringement. Of course it is an intention of copyright infringement, and SoundCloud knows that you intended to infringe their copyrights, because that's how the law works. And worse, you actually you are a businessman, it seems. Oh wow, for business inquirers to do piracy, call this number. The worst part of this is that you relicensed, okay, Mr. Alvin Rosario, that you relicensed the standard copyrighted work, which you are not permitted to do, under a Creative Commons license, and you endanger the free software community and the open source community. Wow, you are a professional felon, Mr. Alvin Rosario. Way to go. I hope SoundCloud gives you a prize of those, at least some of those 6 years in prison, and that fine of at least the, I don't know, somewhere between some of the sum and the maximum of $250,000, you know, so you can learn your lesson. Okay, let's go to the next felon. Of course, Mr. Tarun S. Again, a cover that he is not allowed to do. And of course, he probably released it, of course, under a Creative Commons license. Again, Mr. Tarun S., you are not allowed to do covers of standard copyrighted works. You are allowed to publicly display them if you pay your equivalent in your country of the collective management organization's licenses. Okay, but you are still not allowed to relicense the work under a Creative Commons license. So Mr. Tarun S., you are a talented felon, I'm afraid, and it's too bad. It is wasted talent, as the rest of the felons I mentioned in this episode 5 video series. Let's go to the next one, DJ Apogee remix, of course, Path, Lange remix, okay, GP Griwal, Niha, Dr. Zeus. Well, okay, it doesn't matter. Of course, remix artists. Let's see. Oh, of course, he releases it under a Creative Commons license without being permitted to do so. Mr. DJ Apogee, you are of course a felon. Let's go to the next one, Mr. Arman Malik. Yeah, this is a problem, because these people have very good voices, and they could actually do covers of Creative Commons works. I am sure that in his country there are artists that actually release music under a Creative Commons license, and probably there are public domain works which are old enough for him to do covers of. So again, Mr. Arman Malik, I'm sorry to say it, but wasted talent, because you have a good voice, you know, with others that have good voices and mixing talents, of course. This breaks my heart when I see these talented people that are committing such felonies. This literally breaks my heart. Let's just go to the next example. Of course, Mr. Krish Ashok, PR Hamain Kids Mod. Okay, this one seems to have his his license is paid, or at least license is cleared? He might, because from what I know, he has works not released under a Creative Commons license, and he has works even not released in he has works released under Creative Commons license with the non-derivative and non-commercial parameter too. He might be an actual genuine user, Mr. Krish Ashok, because he documents himself of what he is allowed and what he is not allowed to do. But if because of look, in the description he provides serious documentation of the people involved, of course, in this work that he did. Yeah, SoundCloud cannot verify the user. It seems SoundCloud does not responsibly verify these users, at least. Yeah, Mr. Krish Ashok might not be a felon. What can I say? Let's go to the next example. I'm trying to understand why did I chose this example. It is a work released by the user Hyderupal. Of course, he and some other remixer named Sakib edited a work probably by Studio 143 named Dance Dance. Let's see what they have said in the description. Okay, he stumbled upon a standard copyrighted work, of course, and they started to illegally remix it. Okay, and furthermore, they released it under a Creative Commons license, which is more than illegally. Okay, Mr. Hyderupal, another wasted talent, another felon. Let's go to the next one. Mr. Somatic here edits a song named Dum Maro Dum by Asha Bosle, or whatever her name is, Bosle. I am sure that this woman did not allow the relicensing of her work under a Creative Commons license, even if it is a non-derivative. So yeah, Mr. Somatic is a felon, I'm afraid. Let's go to the next example. Of course, Mr. Rupmar Rathod. This one is a genuine user. I don't know. He seems to do a. Oh yes. This one seems to be a genuine user. He made a song for a movie which seems to actually be done by these three musicians. Again, Soundcloud should verify this, but this one seems to be a genuine user. I cannot see where he commits the felony. Mr. Rup Kumar Rathod. He composed a song with these three people, with Salim Sulaiman, with Jaideep Sahni, and of course he being the singer. So the music is composed, the musical line and the musician here is Mr. Salim Sulaiman. The lyrics are composed by the Mr. Jaideep Sahni, and of course the one that actually interprets the music is Rup Kumar Rathod. And it seems that with the agreement of these three people and probably the financier of the movie, they allowed Mr. Rup Kumar Rathod to actually relicense a standard copyrighted work under a Creative Commons license, or probably the agreement was from the start like this, to be released under a Creative Commons license. So yeah, for now, if any lawyers are going to see this episode, this part of this episode 5 series, can actually write down in the comments what this is about, with more documentation about this person. So I am going to end this part here, and of course we are going to see each other in part 17. So we are going to have more parts, I'm afraid, because as soon as I doesn't matter.